In this question, we have to find out if the sum of the prices of 3 books that Shana bought is less than $48. So if we take the price of the 3 books as P1 and P2 and P3, we have to check if P1 plus P2 plus P3 is less than $48. Now, since not much information is given about the prices of the books, let's move on to step 2 and analyze the statement 1. Now, the statement 1 tells us that the price of the most expensive of the 3 books that Shana bought is less than $17. So the most expensive book, let's assume that to be P3. So P3 is less than $17. Now, do not assume the price of the other books to be 15 and 16 to find the maximum value, because the question stem does not mention anywhere about the prices of the books being integers. So we have to consider decimals as well. For example, if the price of the book of P1 suppose is 16 point something cents and P2 is 16 point some cents and P3 is 16 point some cents, then or the maximum price, suppose P3 is the maximum, it is less than 17, but when we add up P1 plus P2 plus, it will give us a sum of greater than $48. Now, another case that is possible is when P1 equals 16.5, P2 equals 16 and P3 equals 15.5. So when we add these up, we get P1 plus P2 plus P3 to be equal to exactly $48. Now, from one set of values of P1, P2, P3, we can conclude that the sum is greater than 48. So the answer to the question stem will be a definite no. But using the second set of values, we see that P1 plus P2 plus P3 is equal to $48. So from this set, we can answer the question with a definite no. Since we are getting two contradictory answers, we conclude that the statement 1 is not sufficient. And out of the given options, we eliminate A and D. We now check the sufficiency of statement 2. Now, according to the statement 2, we are given that the price of the least expensive of the 3 books that Shana bought is exactly 3 less than the price of the second most expensive book. Now, if P3 is the most expensive book and P1 is the least expensive book, then according to the statement 2, P1 is equal to P2 minus 3. That means that the difference in these books is at least $3. But we cannot conclude about the sum of the prices of the 3 books being less than $48 or not, since we have no information about P3. So statement 2 is also not sufficient, and we move on to the last step, which is step 3, and analyze both the statements together. Now, from statement 1, we have that the price of the most expensive of the 3 books is less than $17. That is, P3 is less than $17. And from statement 2, we have that price of the least expensive books is exactly $3 less than the price of the second most expensive book. So if P2 to be less than $17, then P1 will be exactly 3 less than the price of P2. That is, it will be less than $14. Now, when we add up the 3 inequalities, we get P1 plus P2 plus P3 will be less than 17 plus 17 plus 14. This implies that P1 plus P2 plus P3 is less than. So after combining both the statements together, we can answer the question with a definite yes, that the price of the 3 books that Shana bought will be less than $48. Hence, the correct answer is option C.